Live.
Oh, damn.
What's up, guys? This is the Trichome Chasers coming at you live from, I guess, various points in the world. Got a pretty good show tonight. We have Farmer Jackson from a seed sexing company, and I had that written down somewhere, but I lost my. Farmer John's, where are you from? Farmer Jackson.
Farmer Freeman here in DC, Washington, DC.
So we got Farmer Jackson from Farmer Freeman here in Washington, DC. And what they do is they test seeds for sexing. So you don't have to sex your plants. You know what you're going to get before you grow it. I've also heard that they can determine some terpene profiles and some phenotypic expressions at that stage. I'm not really sure about that, so kind of talking out my ass right now, but I'll hand over the mic to Farmer Jackson.
Hey, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for bringing me on. Yeah, so yeah, we're doing the seedling sex testing. You know, you got a plant about a week old, 2 weeks old. That's our primo time to come over, take a little leaf cutting off of that, and then bring it back to the lab and sex it. You know, just a real quick procedure, but you know, we argue that it saves you a lot of time, a lot of inputs, and ultimately some bottom line. So yeah, thanks for bringing me out, and you know, I'm excited to be here, answer some questions, and just tell people about sex testing.
Yeah, I actually misunderstood the test then. So it's at like the seedling stage. So I was sending in seeds. I thought it was
no. So it's leaf materials is the easiest for me to get the DNA from, but you could also send in like stem or anything like that.
Pretty much any DNA from the plant.
Yeah, you know, if someone sent me the seed, I'd have to probably destroy the seed to figure out what sex it is. So
yeah, that's what I was
rather not do that.
I was really curious about the process.
Yeah, no, so it definitely works best with just like a tiny piece of leaf material, you know, like the size of your pinky fingernail, maybe even a hole punch, you know. So it's real non-intrusive, it's not going to stress out your plant, you know, too much. Just taking a tiny piece off like that. And I always suggest that people do it as early as possible, you know, as early as they're willing to take a piece of green off, you know, because then you'll just save more time that way, more inputs.
You're spending nutrients on those plants, you're spending light on those plants, whatever, you know, less time, less money.
Yeah, man.
Cool. What's going on, everybody?
What's going down with it?
Man, I got to transplant fucking pretty much all my veg plants so I can start flowering again. This harvested. Got some clones in the dome. I used Azos and Easy Cloner. What's that shit? The gel. And I don't know if these clones are really taking that well, so I might just try like half and half on the batch, see what happens.
Cool.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Guys,
I won't redo clones.
Guys, I just want to make sure everybody knows next week we are doing a giveaway. Okay, so anybody that's interested in sexing your cannabis plants, check us out next week. We are going to be doing a seed giveaway from Cosa, and then Jackson's going to go ahead and donate 12 tests, or 10 or 12. I'm not sure how many seeds Cosa's going to give, but Jackson's going to go ahead and send you the kit to test each plant, and so you could try it out. So we're gonna do that giveaway next week.
Nice.
So anyway, Jackson, could you just give us a rundown of like your background, kind of like where you went to school and how you got into all this?
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty young, pretty new to the industry. I just graduated from American University here in DC just a few years ago, and been doing most of my research has actually been on bacteria. You know, I got a master's degree studying Staph aureus, which is a bacteria that infects, you know, skin, like skin infections and shit. And you get it at the gym or like in a locker room, or athletes get it a lot from sharing towels. So I was studying that, for the longest time. But man, I just, wanted to freaking get back in the cannabis industry. I grew in high school like 9 years ago, and had a really nice run of some White Widow, and I'm here in DC. I just felt like I got to take advantage of this, and I could see a totally unmet opportunity here with the sex testing. No one on the East Coast is doing it. So,
yeah, there's for sure a lot of growers here too.
Yeah, and that's what's blowing my mind. I had no idea this community was this big, and it makes sense. I mean, I smoke a ton of weed, and I know a lot of other people that do. So someone's got to supply them, and yeah. So I'm amazed at just the amount of growers and the amount of products and stuff that I'm learning about nowadays. Yeah, so that's me, and here I am now. With the Trichome chasers, learning a hell of a lot.
What's cool about the test is it seems like, for a lot of growers, a lot of people will choose to grow from clone just because they can be super efficient and get the max out of their garden. So now you can kind of now do that with this test. You can pretty much get the weight of a clone run.
Yeah.
With seed. Sometimes some of the drawbacks are running seed.
Not just that. I mean, if you're growing from like some hybrid seeds, you get that hybrid vigor, and you're likely to have some nicer plants than some clones.
And then, if you could just kind of give everybody an idea of what the price point would be for, if someone was to pop a pack of seeds that didn't win the giveaway next weekend, what's the price point of a service like that?
Yeah, you're looking probably on average about $14 or $13 per sample. And we do a 20% new customer discount. We do veterans discount. So I feel like my customers, we sell at an average rate of about $13 or $12 per sample. And yeah, turnaround time is generally 24 to 48 hours once it's back in my lab. And we have this nice online results platform. So it's super easy.
And are you a grower yourself?
Yeah, well, I just started, man. I just picked up these Cannabis mystery mix seeds, and bought some used equipment from my partner, and yeah, man. So I'm getting back into it. I did one grow a few years ago, but yeah, finally able to make some space in my apartment and get going again.
Awesome.
So I'm pumped, and if you follow my Instagram, I'll be posting occasionally on there, just as I go, and I'm definitely going to be bugging you guys for some tips.
I'm super excited to try this test. I'm gonna, as far as like my social media, my Instagram and YouTube, I just popped some Clown Royal seeds from second generation, so I'm gonna try that test on that pack. I'm really excited to give that a try.
Yeah, you're gonna keep those males on that one?
I mean, there's a few breeders out here or pollen checkers that I know that may want them. If not, yeah, they'll just go in the trash.
Yeah.
But
that's something I never thought people would do when I first, started marketing this, and the idea that people would keep their males was, I just didn't even think about it. I mean, I guess that shows how little I kind of knew about breeding.
Yeah, I'm my history. This is the first year for me growing, and this is definitely a hobby that grows on you and starts to consume all your free time.
Yeah. Well, it's nice, that my business is so runs so closely hand in hand with the growing, So yeah. I think from here on out, we're gonna have the grow.
So we're gonna do a full test for a full pack of seeds. Cosa, do you want to go ahead and go over some of those genetics that we're gonna give away next week?
Sure, man. The Blueberries is a cross of Legend of 91 and DJ Flash. It flowers in roughly 9 to 10 weeks for most phenos. You can expect the combination of Chemdog and Blueberry. It's very, very, very terpy. I actually have a picture of it here from a guy who just had our harvest. Let me do a screen share real quick. But yeah, you guys can all see that there. From Black Cloud Farms, that's his incredible bolt cut.
Nice.
Picture quality is not excellent, so we can't really see the resins on it. They're expected to look like that or a purple pheno.
And Cosa, if you could, just for some, if anybody's a new watcher, just kind of go over your background and what you do.
Sure, man. I'm the owner, CEO, whatever you want to call it, of Cosa Seed Co. Previously, Cosa Farm Seed Company. The reason for the name change was really just to shorten it down. We didn't get any kind of like scandalous trouble or anything crazy like that. It was just a mouthful of words. But we've taken on a new name, new image, and I've been breeding since 2014, growing since roughly 2010. Cannabis lover most of my life, so always wanted to do this, and finally.
Nice. Monster.
Strains that I've... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
That.
You were cutting out, man. I couldn't. I think Monster's probably putting the baby to bed.
I apologize.
What'd you say, Lucky?
Yo, are you gonna do the test on that purple punch?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm geeked up, man.
Monster, do you want to update everybody on your social media and everything?
Yeah, for sure. You know, just been fucking grinding away, man. The fucking Cup is coming up next week. Hopefully, a lot of you guys are gonna come out to the Michigan Cup. I'm gonna be at the Ocean Grown booth with everybody up there. I'm gonna have the new 10-ton hydraulic rosin press from Rosin Press NY out there. So make sure you guys try to come out and you know, have a good time at the Cup this coming weekend. But yeah, man, just been grinding out, just getting the harvest done, and a couple of new things that we'll talk about at a later time. But yeah, man, just chugging along. But definitely want to give a shout out to Jackson and Cosa for the kicking in the stuff for the giveaway. That's gonna be fucking awesome. I know whoever wins that giveaway, like they're gonna be geeked up. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole fresh pack of seeds and a fucking whole test, like to test the whole pack of seeds, bro. Like that's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying?
I think next week on the show too, the separate giveaway. I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, so we'll give away a light next week.
Hell yeah! Shout out Photon. Hell yeah! More giveaways coming.
Yep.
But make sure you guys sub up
on Instagram or anything. Giving away a light during the show.
What light, Photon? Did you want to go into detail or no?
I don't really know yet. I think I'm gonna go with like probably a 320 watt 6 fusion board light.
Cool.
30 by 30 package. But yeah, I'll decide on it. It won't be a small light.
Okay. Yo, DWC Kush, man, you want to update everybody on your social media and everything?
Yeah, really. You know, I had a pretty big size grow going. Had some issues, personal issues, killed the whole grow. Started back over. We're about 12 days in now. 9 on the Smurfberry, Smurfzilla, Girl Scout cookies. 12 on the DNA Kosher Sour, Purple Brewhouse, and man, these things are just booming. It's it seems like now killing them down was probably the best choice and starting over, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I just hit my 1,000 on IG. I did my giveaway for that. That was the the blueberries from Cosa and the, you know, my 9-pound hammer times God Bud Cross, and then just a bowling pin pie that Michael Waxter won it. So shit's looking pretty good, man.
Nice, bro. Yo, Photon, can you see the chat? I'm wondering if anybody has questions, or even if the chat's into doing a DNA test on their plants. I don't know if can anybody read chat?
I can't see it.
No, Photon?
Let me grab my laptop and I can look at it and see about
I'm
that.
Looking, yeah, hold on.
Question.
Yeah.
What was your question, Lucky?
No, I was just wondering in the chat, you know, if there's anybody that has any questions at all for Jackson, or anybody that's interested in that test. I was listening to the Grow Tube earlier, and they had somebody asked a question about sexing your plants, and you know they were kind of talking about it a little bit too. So just kind of an interesting service.
I see a question. Someone's asking if there's testing labs.
NOOC asked a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro. There's a local lab in Oregon, Phylos, and there's another in California. Steeville does some sex testing.
Yeah, how many competitors do you think you have?
Well, I've got those two, and they're the big top dogs of the cannabis science realm. And then I've got another one in Massachusetts, another one in Canada, and you know, there's a smaller firm that I just found last night in Israel. Yeah, so there's a few different groups that are offering services like this. But definitely Phylos in Oregon is the biggest competitor. But they're dope. You know, they got some cool ass science. They're doing some cool shit with their Phylos Galaxy. Yeah.
Explain the process a little bit as far as like the turnaround time. So you would have to get sample kits before you pop seeds, and how long till the test comes back, and what's the whole process from beginning to end?
Yeah, so you know, you're gonna pop your seeds. Probably order your test kits about the same time you pop your seeds, or maybe get them beforehand. And then really, like, as soon as those true leaves get large enough, you can take off the cotyledon or take a little piece off the true leaf, drop it in the kit, send it back, or return it to me. How big a piece do you need? Sorry?
How big a piece of the leaf? How big does it have to be?
Oh, tiny, man, like a hole punch, or, you know, yeah, just like a hole punch size. Right. So, you know, it really doesn't need to be a big plant at all, and I encourage people to get them when they're really tiny, because then you're going to save a lot. Yeah, and you know, once you get it to me, you know, the process in the lab is about 5 hours of work. A lot of that's a lot of waiting around on these certain machines. But yeah, and after that, you know, I'll send you a text or an email saying that your results are up. Here's your code. You go online, log in. Yeah, and there you go. So generally 24, 48-hour turnaround once I have it. But lately, yeah, it's been closer to 24 or even same day. So really quick. It's not a time involved test.
Got another question from Condo Grower. He says, what else can be determined besides the sex?
So in my lab, we're doing the sex test. We're also trying to find some good samples to make a CBD test. So we'll tell you if your plant has the CBD alleles. So like the genes that will tell your plant, like, hey, you can make CBD. Yeah, so we're trying to find good like high CBD genetics to validate that test. So if anyone's got that, you know, reach out. But then other labs in the space, you know, my competitors have some other tests that they can do. So they can like give you a unique readout of your plant's, you know, the markers that make them unique, and that helps you get like patents or trademarking for your certain genetics. Yeah, and those are kind of things that you'll learn from the DNA. You know, we're a DNA lab, and yeah. So, but to answer that question, we're doing the sex testing. We're looking for samples to do CBD testing.
It'd be cool to buy those kits with the seeds, like if the seed companies could sell those kits.
Yeah, man. I was talking to DC Seed Exchange last night, and he's down. He thinks it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just write it there on the checkout. You know, send these kits with the seeds. Yeah. So we're gonna work on that. Yeah. That should be coming pretty soon.
What's going on? Haze lurking in here.
Herbo.
Oh, we got another question. Is the accuracy 100%?
Yeah. It's so far proven 100% accurate. You know, it is a DNA test, so there is a chance that you could send in some cannabis sample that the DNA is totally wild and it's not going to respond. But you know, I've tested over 400 plants and it's all responded well on the test. And, no one's come back and said it's inaccurate. So the test itself is super specific. It's not gonna. There's no chance of like a false positive or anything. Yeah.
You're like the Maury Povich of cannabis.
Word, what's up, guys? My bad. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What up? How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
Just listening up, man. Fucking, yeah, my bad. I got in a little.
You got what? You're a little R2D2 on us, but it's okay.
Okay, what about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
That's what's
Purple,
up.
what's good, brother?
Yeah, just chilling out. My bad. I'm a little. I got in. Fucking been running around crazy. Gonna get ready to head out tomorrow. Or fucking way in here for
Purple, you're getting real bad.
R2 Purple Haze.
Yeah.
You sound like Han Solo there for a minute.
Yeah. I don't know where Luke is. So what's up with everybody? Anybody else, man? What's going on, guys?
I got a question for Jackson. I was just curious, bro. Like, where did all of this technology start at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were they doing in the beginning, and how did it evolve, and like, what's the next level for, you know what I'm saying? Like this testing stuff. I'm sure it has.
Yeah. No, that's an awesome question. So like, the technology and the idea of like amplifying DNA to study the DNA better came out in the 80s, and since that came out, that was a huge breakthrough, and that changed the game as far as, you know, DNA research goes. And so then obviously groups started using this technology. It's called PCR, polymerase chain reaction. Groups started using this technology for agricultural applications. So like using PCR to amplify the DNA of plants that are like really good, and then comparing it to plants that are really bad. And so then just over time, you know, they can develop certain genetic markers for different traits. And so I base my research off of Italian researchers. Mandolino is the guy's name. And so he did a lot of research in the 90s, and I think he continues to do research. But they were studying the hemp crop in Europe, and trying to just make a sex test for hemp, because you know, even just in hemp, it's important. You know, you grow the males for like seed production. The females, you know, also help in that. And then a lot of times they'll kill females because they don't want THC production. So yeah, it was developed. I mean, it's a global effort. You know, I found papers from Japanese researchers doing the same type of studies. Yeah, so it was definitely a global effort, and so yeah, and they ultimately came up with a bunch of different markers, and the male-female one is one of them.
Is it a technology that you could see becoming cheaper later, a couple years from now, or no?
It definitely gets cheaper with scale, and definitely, yeah. So the core ingredients, you could say, for the technology get cheaper and cheaper. The equipment to run it is cheaper than ever. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, I definitely wouldn't have been able to start this company 10 years ago. It's only now that the tech has become cheap enough that you know, someone can pretty easily do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, somebody asked a good question in the chat. Can you tell if it has like Hermy traits show up in the DNA test?
Yeah, no, I wish. We
Can you test any D-line seeds?
Yeah. No, there's, you know, a lot of people might think that on the DNA test it'll show up as both a male and female, but it doesn't work like that. And yeah, so the Hermy will show up as a female, and it's I guess just up to the grower to get lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this is like part 2 of my question. Okay, so because that question right there sparked part 2 of my question. So do you think, you know, later on as the
losing you?
Where'd you go, Monster?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I covered my mic up. But do you think that it will like advance into, you know, having those types of capabilities where you can pick up, you know, genetic markers? I know, you know, hermaphrodite plants, they, you know, start off as one sex and then a mutation happens for whatever reason, whether it's stress or whatever. But I'm sure there's something like in the DNA, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah, exactly.
and maybe, you know, I don't know what the capabilities of this technology are and how it even can fucking, you know, do what it does now. But do you think that will become a possibility?
Oh, definitely. So yeah, this technology is so advanced. You know, if you have enough money, you can do some crazy things like monitor your plants on a daily basis and look at their real-time gene expression levels and see, like, before you can even tell any other way, you can tell, like, is this plant stressed out? Is it activating these genes that activate when the plant's stressed out? And then you can, you know, keep an eye on that it's going to hurt me. Yeah, so, you know, you could do like preventative monitoring using their genetics, things like that. Yeah.
Nice.
What's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Definitely on Instagram.
Okay.
Really fast messaging turnaround time on Instagram. Also, just email is also good. If you got like a more kind of complex question or something, I kind of like to email.
What's your IG?
It's Farmer Freeman EasyXY.
And just real quick, I just seen a bunch of people just jump in here and say Grandmaster Level sent them over here. Just definitely wanted to say thanks, GML. We appreciate you for shouting us out, and for everybody who isn't hip on what we're talking about right now, we have Jackson from Farmer Freeman EasyXY testing laboratories. And basically what he does is he tests seedlings, and he can tell you whether they're female or males. And really cool technology. And yeah, we're glad to have him on our panel tonight answering questions for you guys. So if you guys have any questions about plant testing and, you know, how this technology works or anything like that, feel free to drop the questions.
I'm curious to see if the chat's interested either. You know what I mean? Like what the interest level is on a service like this. Because I know for me, I was kind of like, well, I don't need to spend the money on that. But then the more I think about it, the more I think I'm actually probably a customer, would be a consumer. So I'm just curious, people in chat, like, what's your initial impressions? Would you spend the money to do that? Get your plant tested?
Right. Yeah, personally, I would. I think it's a great idea, honestly. And as somebody who studies biology, I think it's fantastic personally and can save plenty of money. I mean, obviously we've all had the experience of just growing out seedlings and getting, or just being uncertain of the sexes, having a hard time distinguishing if there's pistil formation or, male flower signs. And obviously it's like, fuck, man, when you're uncertain and you keep growing this plant and you transplant it, use all this soil, nudes, just taking up time, and man, there's nothing worse than thinking you have a badass female and then it turns out it's a male or some shit. So
yeah, I mean, the only seed I've ever popped turned out, I mainlined it. It was like a perfect plant for mainlining it. I fed this motherfucker for like 3.5 months, and then saw some ball sacks right at the bottom. Just like, God damn it, fucking man.
Even Green Gene was saying that he fucks up sex in his plants. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, just think about how many times people do screw up trying to sex your plants, and you've thrown out a fucking plant that could have yielded you 3 ounces or whatever. You know what I mean? So just looking at it in that way, it's just a solid thing to do.
Yeah, lately I've had a few males like slip by me, and I've transplanted them and then put them like in my trellis with, you know what I'm saying? Like fit them in my canopy with all my other plants, thinking that they're females or some shit, slow showing females, and then had to pull them out of there like fucking week 2 and 3 in flower. You know what I'm saying? Well, not like week 3. I ain't gonna stay that far, but like week 2. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, I've seen like sacks, fucking hella sacks popping out everywhere, and I'm like, damn, I thought this was a female. Like, how the fuck did that shit happen? So, for sure, I definitely can see it being very, very helpful.
Yeah, man. And like on a commercial level, where you got like accountability shit, you don't want your guys. You got all these different guys walking through checking for bananas and shit. Like, just get it tested. It's gonna save your operation some serious time.
Yeah, I seen Miss Hanif talking about the cost and stuff like that, and yeah, that's definitely in the front of my mind is definitely the cost. But we all got to remember that this technology is fairly new, and as it becomes more common, the cost will definitely come down. But I think right now it's pretty new, and the technology is pretty expensive, right, Jackson?
Well, it's getting a lot cheaper, and I wouldn't say it's expensive compared to the rest of what you're gonna pay when you grow cannabis. So
you figure you pop a pack of seeds and it's about $140, $150.
Yeah.
I just noticed, on a side note, Ocean Grown raised their price $20. So you figure a pack of seeds is 120, and then to test it, you're looking at about 140. If you're only pheno hunting 1 time or 2 times a year, I mean, I don't think it's that much.
Even if you're constantly doing it, personally, I think it's not a bad investment.
Yeah,
for sure.
Large to small scale, personally, but and I could imagine, obviously I don't want to speak for Jackson or anything, but that just seems like a good going rate. And I'm sure, if you were on a large commercial scale or something like that and doing a bunch of samples, then, you might be eligible for maybe slight discounts or something, but I would say that's a fair price regardless. So
I have a feeling too that it's a service that once you do it once, you're going to probably be hooked. Once you get through the process the first time, I mean, and once
Right.
You're not going to want to grow out no more males.
Yeah, it'll change how you look at it. Just knowing how fast you could have that information.
Yeah, and just how much time and money you'll save, really. You know what I'm saying? Without having to, fill your trays or transplant a bunch of males and keep wasting medium on them. If you're not into males or whatever, you can pop.
And Jackson, float that idea about selling seedlings certified.
Yeah. I was talking to because there's a lot of groups around here in DC that sell seedlings at these pop-up shops, and so my idea is we sell certified female seedlings, because like no one's gonna want to buy seedlings unless it's a fem seed, or they'll just get a clone instead. So, but the idea, a certified female seedling that's going to be like have that F1 hybrid vigor or similar, seems like a pretty good product to me,
Yeah,
But y'all are the real growers. So.
Well, what's cool about it is that you could certify the genetics. Like a lot of times when I'm getting clones, I'm always questioning like, is this what you say it is, or am I getting legit what it's supposed to be? But if you're given a seedling, you would know what seed you popped. I mean, you would know. Sometimes clones can be passed down from person to person.
Yeah.
The only thing that I could think of is, the whole point of popping seeds is to go on a pheno hunt, is to go find your cut of whatever strain that you're trying to go get. So like instead of a clone as just buying one, I mean, I would want to buy 4 or 5 seedlings as opposed to just buying one. But I don't know. I figured that was an interesting thing to bring up, and I'm curious as to what everybody thinks about it. Buying a certified female seedling. Is that interesting or no?
Yeah, I definitely want to buy more than one because like I'd be pheno hunting. Otherwise, I just buy a clone, But yeah, if I was doing it, I'd definitely buy more than one. They're certified. You could sell certified males too. I mean, if you think about it.
That's true. You could, yeah.
Something that just came to my mind is the seedling's going to arguably be cleaner than a clone. It's not coming out of a grow room necessarily. In DC we got some problems with like bugs going around and shit. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, clones, you never know. I mean, unless you have the reputable source, you never know what you're necessarily going to get into in regards to that type of thing.
Yeah.
Get that CO2 chamber.
And not only bugs, but pesticides too.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I really like the whole idea of just looking for specific alleles or specific markers that would indicate certain traits in the plant itself, whether that be cannabinoids or terpenes or anthocyanin expression. I think that would be really cool, especially combined with like Jackson was saying about potentially doing like quantitative analysis of gene expression.
Yeah, sorry. I'm deep in the chat. I might have missed something. If
That's
you
cool.
were talking to me.
Oh, you're good, man. I was just kind of making a general statement that I think that molecular biology is a cool tool to be combining with the cannabis industry, and in terms of like looking for specific trait markers, whether that be anthocyanins or terpenes or cannabinoids.
Yeah. No, if you're not quantifying those and taking record of that, I don't think your product is gonna be like as top tier. I mean, maybe it will be like, I don't know. You're not going to be able to patent it as easily. You're not going to be able to protect your product as easily. You're going to want those things to set yourself apart.
How far away are you from being able to do those tests?
We would need a pretty significant capital investment
to do that. Yeah.
to do that. So maybe, I could just go ahead and say 2 years off.
Okay.
I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of similar, or seems kind of similar to like getting pregnancy testing for neuro diseases in your child, or whatever. So I'm sure this technology is just a couple years behind that.
Yeah, it's real similar. I think we're only a few years away, maybe even sooner, of an at-home test as well. Something that you can just crush the leaf material into and maybe mix a few different fluids together, and it'll change color if it's male or female.
Right.
I think that's definitely going to be the next product. Yeah.
That'd be badass. My bad luck.
No, I'm good. I know Jackson said that he needed to go around 2:00. It's almost 2 a.m. on the East Coast. I just want to make sure if there's any other questions in chat before we let Jackson take off, or if anybody else has any questions for him. Just to reiterate, we're doing that giveaway. So a whole pack of seeds from Cosa, and then the whole kit to test that pack. We're gonna do that next week, guys. So come back in next week, and we will we give an awesome giveaway away. So if there's any other questions?
I have a question, and I don't know, maybe it's too nerdy, but maybe, I don't want people to run out of the chat and shit, but I was just going to ask real quick, and, not to boggle down on all the subtle details, but I think you kind of talked about it a little bit about what exactly polymerase chain reaction is. Like, could you maybe briefly outline the process, or is that too much?
Yeah, so it's sort of like, I think. So you have a. No, I'm gonna need some practice on that one.
Yeah, sorry. You on blast, Jackson. My bad.
It's basically like, you have like your template DNA, which is the DNA that you're trying to amplify. You're trying to make 1 million friggin' copies of it so that you can see it easier. So you pull that DNA out of the plant, and then you mix it with basically these building blocks that connect to it, and so they connect to it and they fall in line. They connect a certain way, and then you have some enzymes and different little machinery that just use those building blocks and attach them together and do that over and over and over again to make 1 million copies of that one template.
Right. Yeah, the polymerase, right?
Yeah. So the Taq polymerase is what's going to do the amplifying, and then you have just your basic nucleotides, which are your A, T, C, and G DNA building blocks, and your polymerase just puts those together by looking at the template DNA and knowing how it goes. Sort of like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a little too much for the chat, but I like to nerd out on stuff like that. It's pretty amazing when you actually think about it. I mean, it's the same molecular machinery that's taking place within cells all the time. And it's really amazing that we as a species have come to utilize this molecular machinery. It's pretty fucking trippy.
Yeah, we're spoiled as fuck, bro. People don't appreciate shit like that.
No shit.
I know that the nerdy part flies over my head, but it's definitely fucking interesting, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely, as having it as a tool for me is definitely applicable.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're in DC, bro.
Yeah, that's so cool to just kind of connect like that.
Well, man, I don't want to keep you. I know it is getting late. We appreciate you donating 10 or 12 samples for the giveaway. I hope the chat is appreciative of this giveaway. We will pick this up, I guess, next week, and I appreciate you coming in, man. Thanks for giving us the rundown.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. I'm gonna stick around and just finish up a few things in the chat here. But
Okay.
Thanks so much for having me on. It's been great. Thank you to the chat, for the good questions. And I'm looking forward to tuning in next week, and definitely check me out on Instagram, everybody. I'm at Farmer Freeman EZXY, and you can get some more info on the giveaway there. So yeah, thanks again, guys.
All right, man.
Thank you, brother. That's what's up.
Much love, brother.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
I need to go smoke. I'll be right back.
Somebody said, "How do you enter the giveaway?" We'll announce all the how you enter and everything next week. So tune in next week for the giveaway for the blueberry seeds. You said Cosa? He was saying fucking Cosa.
It's gonna be the blueberries.
Blueberries from Casa, and it is fucking Casa. Yeah, Lucky said it was Casa earlier.
Cosa.
Kick your ass.
Nah, man, it's Cosa.
That's how we say it. Yeah, I just have an accent.
I just have the accent.
I'm like, Lucky's trying to correct me and shit. Fuck. So yeah, blueberries from Cosa. Shout out to Cosa, and Easy XY testing kit for the whole pack of seeds, dog, from Jackson.
What?
Bro, that's hooked up, dog. I want to enter. Can I enter?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm for sure going to do the test on these seeds I just popped. Like, I can't wait to try it out. And like I said, I think once you do it once, I think it's I don't think you're going to want to grow males out unless you're a breeder.
Gunner, I'm doing my giveaway tomorrow, bro. I promise I'm doing it tomorrow. I know I was supposed to do it like day before yesterday, but I've been so fucking busy, bro. Tomorrow, my giveaway on my channel is getting dropped. So everybody, make sure y'all go enter if y'all haven't entered after this video is over, because I'll be doing that giveaway tomorrow.
Photon's got a
Y'all mind if I do a little do?
Nah, go ahead.
What?
Oh man. So I got sponsored recently by California. So shout out to them first of all. And then they're actually hooking me up with this giveaway, one of their PID controllers, so you can control an e-nail, you can control plates for your. We're going to be giving away a pack to be determined, of course. I don't know what all I'm going to throw in there yet, but it's going to be a massive giveaway here in the next week or so on my Instagram. So check us out on IG at Cosa Seed Co.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, real quick, Cosa, what's the blueberries, bro? What's the lineage on that?
The lineage on the blueberries is Legend Cross to DJ Flash. So you can G, Chem Dog, and blueberries.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, and it really lives up to the namesake, too. A buddy of mine says it tastes exactly like the Blue Fruit Loops.
The blue ones?
The blue ones. I think he actually went out and bought a box.
I didn't know people actually pick out the colors in the Fruit Loops.
Right? Neither did I until now.
Fuck yeah. Well, looking forward to that, Cosa. I'll definitely set my notifications on my IG for you.
Right on, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty huge. We're really excited, especially for the 2K markets. Mind blowing for Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Fuck yeah, brother.
Herb, how's things going out your way, bro? How's your garden doing and everything, bro? You want to give us a little update and stuff? I seen the pictures. Just looking dope out there, dog.
Word. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking busy, kind of slacking. When I'm not slacking, I'm like doing twice as much work because I slacked when I should have been working. But doing good, man. Doing some outdoor right now. Staying busy with that. Got a big outdoor project going on, so running around. Got actually a couple spots. So I've been trying to handle that a few days a week, driving a few hours out of town, and then got a little spot in town. But yeah, got some plants out there now. They're doing all right. I need to get them in the ground. They're just in like fucking 5 and 10 gallon pots. They're roughly like 3 to 4 feet tall. They're jumping pretty good every day, so that's good. But yeah, just trying to build a pit with the homie now. We got this fucking excavator out there, actually, this big ass tractor looking thing, and we've just been fucking going at it, man. Just preparing spots for pits and for a couple greenhouses. So it's pretty exciting, man. I'm honestly really excited because a couple of the greenhouses were planning to do some like light deprivation throughout the year and stuff like that. So it's definitely really exciting because I've never been in this kind of position before, you know. So it's pretty tight, man. And then my indoors going good. I've been a little slacking. Got the grapevines going now. A bunch of small seedlings. A bunch of random strains. I got like the Solar Flare from North Genetics. I got some ninja fruits. I got some like freebies I popped. The shit called God of Fire. Just some shit. Most of it I'm gonna throw outside besides the grapevines, obviously. When I get back tomorrow, I'm gonna pop the Slurricanes, which is the purple bunch, across to the Dosido, I believe.
Ooh, shit. I can't wait till you pop them motherfuckers.
Yeah, so excited about that. Got some more seeds on the way too. I think I just ordered some shit from the homies over at Create Genetics. They're doing like a little giveaway clearance, getting ready for their new crosses coming in. So I figured I'd show them some love because I've always wanted to cop a little bit of their gear. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking got a lot of stuff in the works. Just kind of trying to manage my time, I guess, and stop slacking so much.
I feel you on that, brother. I've been trying to pick up the slack these last couple of weeks too.
Fuck yeah, definitely excited, man. This is a good year. You know, I've been going a little bit broke, progressively more broke, but you know, I hang in there. I wake up every day and get out there and, you know, get on the grind, man, and just try to keep doing my thing. You know what I mean?
For sure, dog. For sure.
Hopefully it'll pay off in the end.
Again, who else we got on the channel right now? See. Kush. Dr. Kush, you there, brother? Or you just lurking? You still with us?
Nah, that fool's building lights, bro.
He's the Keebler elf of the LED game.
Dude, he's a special breed of fucking human, bro. These engineers, they just fucking eat, sleep, and fucking shit. Fucking greatness, I swear.
Hell yeah.
He's trying to get me to buy one of his lights, trying to get me to go away from these CMHs.
Bro, why don't you get his lights, dog? He's the homie, bro. He's gonna hook you up on the fucking on the new fusion ports. Is it the fusion ports, Photon? Are you there? I think it's the fusion ports, but you know, he's got the wavies, he's got the sunboards, and you got the Trichome Chaser discount. Like, come on, bro. You got to show some love, dog.
Right.
I like my CMH.
I'm getting one. I can't wait.
I just don't know enough about LEDs to like know what I'm buying yet. You know what I mean?
All I know is Photon grows some fucking fire with his lights, and I want to grow shit like that with his lights. That's all I know about his lights is they grow fucking fire weed, bro.
I have not invested enough time into learning about the technology because there's so much shit regarding LEDs. It's just like, in other words, they're not all created equal. So it's you really got to put a lot of time into learning about what you're going to buy if you're going to spend over $500-600 on anything, you know. And I just don't have the knowledge or know enough to make that kind of a purchase and feel good about it.
I see a lot of people. My bad, bro. What you said, bro?
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel what you're saying, Lucky, but at the same time, dog, I feel like we have a tendency to maybe make things more complicated than they are. You know what I mean? So I don't know, dog. I think you could easily just get on YouTube, you know, go to Grow Mouse's channel or something, fucking watch a couple of videos, boom, boom, like you're already in the know-how.
See, like I look at that kind of technology as it's only going to get cheaper. like the longer I wait, the cheaper it'll get.
Yeah, learning about LEDs is not. It's like not imperative to fucking you growing good weed. So it's like your brain blocks that shit out because if you could easily comprehend it, you know what I'm saying? If you could fucking comprehend NPK ratios and you can comprehend fucking wattage and drivers and you know what I'm saying, Kyle.
And I'm also not the DIY type of guy either.
Me neither. But I swear to God, bro, when I first got into like really investing into growing and I was learning about nutrients, NPK was the fucking same. My brain did the exact same part that it does when I fucking talk about LED. Because my brain didn't want to comprehend it at the time, but learning about NPK was very imperative to me learning how to grow properly. So I had to grasp that. But LEDs, it's like my brain doesn't have to grasp that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I mean, the one thing, a situation where I couldn't fucking run HID lighting at all, or like I had to fucking grow with LEDs, then your brain would easily grab that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And the one thing that I like is that you can totally customize your footprint of the area you're trying to grow, which is cool. You don't really have hot spots or shit like that, but I just like, you know, there's so many different components to what you're dealing with, and I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable enough to spend that kind of money. I don't know.
I told you I'd hook you up earlier today, Lucky. Sorry,
What's
up? Gone. So I told you I'd hook you up earlier today.
Yeah, no, I know. I just don't know enough about the lights. I'd like to get into it next week, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, we can do a show or a topic on some of that. You know, trying to convert the CMH or HPS user.
Yeah. Next week might be good. It might be it might be good to wait like 2 or 3 weeks. Then I'll have pretty much every commercial fixture that I carry, all the different wattages with different corrected color temp, spectrum colors, whatever you want to call them. They'll have, you know, flowering models, and, bed models.
See, I think I'm like a lot of people where you want to see a few people use it from beginning to end. Like,
yeah.
One of the reasons why I'm leaning towards CMH is I don't know if you guys watch PH Nerds updates, but man, he's in a same kind of tent that I'm in. Obviously, he's an incredible grower, but like his shit looks amazing. Like, I mean, everything looks full. Everything just looks awesome. So I can kind of look at that and go, yeah, I just get a 630, strap it to the ceiling, and I'm good.
Yeah.
See me out like I'm not like I'm just I was just sitting here reading Shadow Warrior's comment. He said, "Learn DIY or continue to pay through the nose for trickery."
Or what?
For trickery.
Trickery.
Yeah, I don't really feel like it's like that. I mean, I know a lot of DIY guys are like very handy and, you know, believe in their skills and their craft and stuff like that. But me, I'm the type of guy like, I'd rather pay somebody to do that shit who does that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we buy genetics from breeders and not fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just running anybody's seeds and shit like that.
Man, I paid
It's my exact same thought process on the whole thing, dude. Like, that's exactly how I feel to.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're crafty and shit, you know how to fucking breed your own weed and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's dope as fuck. But there's like 99% of us out here, bro. We'd just rather rely on.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
And beyond that, like, electricity's no joke, dude. I'm so afraid of electricity.
Yeah, I hear that.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
Is that better, Perp?
Yeah, the thing I'm really trying to cut down on is like people's AC costs. For like, you know, people down in California and stuff, they gotta just blast AC all the time. That shit eats up your electricity. Probably almost as much as your lights do, honestly. So yeah, you might save, you know, 50% on your electricity bill. If you go from a ducted HPS to a LED that just makes heat improve, probably gonna have some cooling issues. You have to blast the AC a little more. So there's a lot of variables to any lighting setup, you know.
Yeah, dude, I think that's what attracts me. You know, in addition to the spread of the lights, is just that, you know, that less thermal dissipation, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, less AC cost, I guess.
Less.
The 315 doesn't put off barely any heat. I mean, I know 2 bulbs is probably, it's not the case, but the 315 is pretty good.
I was pretty disappointed with the actually the Philips agricultural ones, the ones that you linked to earlier.
Those are the better bulbs.
I actually have the 3100K spectrum measured. If you want to take a look at that. Oops. Sorry, I'm messing with pictures here. But yeah, it only had like, I want to say 275 ppfd at 2 feet away. It's pretty low in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But they also have, to their credit, they have quite a bit of light below the 400 nanometer range and above the 700 nanometer range. That's where your par cutoff is. So that doesn't get counted in your par numbers and your ppfd numbers. So I think that's why people have great results with them, even though they register low on par meters. It just has to do with the radiant energy actually hitting the leaf, and you know, some of that's not counted by a par measurement.
Yeah, I just need to do a little more research, I guess. Because like all these, you know, you figure like all the tests that you run and shit, you know, you could find a test to support. It seems like there's so many different ways to measure.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
you know what I mean? Like, it's just so, you know, to someone who's not balls deep in like lighting,
yeah,
you it's just numbing. You're like, you know, I don't know what all of them mean, or so you got to really look at it in a practical way.
Yeah, definitely. Like even when I first started messing with spectrometers, really in the last like year, man, I learned so much about light measurement in the first 6 months, and then another, I probably tripled my knowledge again in the last 6 months once I had the software and the spectrometer to do it. Just there are so many ways to measure light, and there's no like national standard that I know of for light measurement. I mean, there are national standards for corrected color temperature and CRI and shit like that. But like as far as method of measurement, I mean, do you use a 30-degree field of view probe or a 180-degree field of view probe? Do you, and I don't know. There's just a lot of ways to measure light, so it's a very complicated subject.
You were talking about telling me that, what was it, 300 watt light?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's 300 watts, I mean,
360 actually.
Okay. Is it you're getting out a gram a watt or way more than that? Because like otherwise you would get a 630 CMH and you'd probably get a gram a watt there.
Yeah, no, we just did a test with two of the 250 watt models. So 500 watts total, and we got just over a gram a watt. It's like 585 grams.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the real deal.
That's a 4x4 space that fills.
Yeah,
that's cool. And what do those run?
I really haven't priced them out for like a. Actually, no, I just did price them out. Depends on if you want the Wi-Fi dimming or not. I think I have the price sheet up actually.
So that's the LED that would kind of be on par with a 630.
I don't know if I'd put the 250 on par or if I'd put the 360 on par, but the 500 watt beat a 1,000 watt HPS in every metric we could measure. So yeah, I'd say that at least the 360 would smash on a 630 CMH.
That's cool.
Trying to screen share some stuff here. Oh, here we go. So I'm screen sharing now, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so this is actually under a 500 watt. Yeah, here's some upper mids right here.
Nice.
These are actually under a 500 watt fixture, which is overkill for this. It's only a 2x4 area. But, I've been getting vigorous growth out of these things. Like I just transplanted them a week ago and now they're ready to go in flower. But I'm gonna give out this 500 watt unit I got over these to as a demo unit to a commercial op here probably this weekend. So I need to build myself a new light fixture for this area. Oh, that's the wrong way. And this is right underneath that. I've got these two boards running at a total of 28 watts. And I'm growing some parsley, I think, or basil. One of these two. Parsley, basil, rosemary. I've got another one over here. But yeah, this is only 28 watts total. Under two of the sunboards. What else we got going? So I'm going to build a vertical garden rack in my living room right here. So getting my pots ready. We're going to grow like short plants like lettuce and spinach, things like that in here. Should be a fun little project. This is my do-si-dos cut right now. It's week 1 flower. And it's just got a huge stem on it.
Damn.
Is that the Dosi upper mids?
Yeah, this is the upper mids. The upper mids.
Dude, not many people have the upper mids.
That's some good D-line, bro.
Yeah. And I think this is actually the Dosi too. Kind of get my plants mixed up here, but here they are under the fusion board fixture I made last night.
I mean, the lights look cool, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they throw off some impressive numbers, so we'll see what they do to these plants. I was really impressed with these boards. I could not believe the CRI. I had to like recalibrate my spectrometer a couple times. I was measuring like 95, 97, 99 CRI in some areas. Which I don't know if you guys have been following. There's been a few threads on Roll It Up that suggest that a higher CRI really yields a lot more.
Are you selling the same kind of lights like Grow Mouse and Green Gene sell, or no?
No. I don't think Grow Mouse only sells those red initiator pucks with rapid LED. And then Green Gene uses, I believe, Vero 29s in his new PLC 6 fixture.
LEDs is too complicated for me.
Yeah. Okay, so they're more of like Cobb guys, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, Grow Mouse has that quantum canopy build. We finally convinced him that distributed light is the future, is the way to go. You can prove that mathematically, but I'm not going to get into that tonight. Yeah, I really think I got a lot of input on this spectrum from various growers around the community, and I think it's going to be a good flowering light.
So these types of LEDs are called surface emitting diodes, or?
Yeah, it's SMD, so it's surface mounted diode.
Surface mounted diode. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And these are SMD 5630s, which means they're 5.6 millimeters by 3.0 millimeters.
How heavy is the fixture?
The fixture itself is pretty damn heavy because I have those two 3 power supplies right in the middle here.
Yeah.
So the junction box and the 2 power supplies are by far the heaviest part. Each board only weighs like a couple ounces, probably 3 ounces, 4 ounces.
Would that fit a 4x210 perfectly?
This little strip right here, yeah, would. And you could power that off.
If I ever want to flower my 4x2, that'd be cool to light.
Yeah, if you ever want to power your 4x2, get 4 of these, and then HLG 320 2100 milliamp driver.
What is that such a?
It's about $100, a little less, I think.
Oh,
now.
Get out of here! Really?
Yeah, for the driver.
Sign me up for that. You order me one of those. Now you're talking my language. $100.
Yeah, $100 for the driver, and then
I could spend $100 on some shit I don't understand for sure.
That's what I'm saying, Lucky. Hit up your boy, dog. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
It's just when you start getting over the $500-$600 range, you know what I mean? Then the thought process gets a little bit stiffer.
Yeah, most definitely.
But for $100 and a 4x2, that's a pretty damn good buy right there.
Well,
Yeah,
for the driver, right?
Yeah, the power supply, yeah, the HLG 320s, they're just under $100 plus the cost of the boards. But
what are the? Oh, okay. I'm not
discounts,
excited anymore. What?
Yeah, it's like a whole nother $100 to get it running, right?
Even 200 is fine. It's just when you, like I said, when you get over like 500-600, then I start having to like, I need to really understand what I'm buying.
Yeah.
So $200 for a 4x2, basically.
Yeah, that's not bad. And you said, what's the wattage?
It'd be 300 because they're $50 a board. So
it'd be 300 watts.
No, yeah, it'd be 300 watts, but it'd be $300 too because it's $50 a board. So you get $100 worth of boards over here, 100 here, 100 here, with the power supply.
Cool. So that's $600 for a 4x4.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
If you do it yourself, that does include like junction box, you know, some wiring shit, some more aluminum.
You fucking lost me.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. You had Lucky at $100, and then he went up to fucking like $6.
Oh, it's good.
Talking about just components. I mean, there's more to a picture than just components. So you got to factor in, you know, actual cost of aluminum and wiring and junction boxes and a little bit of my time. You know what I mean?
Send me a brochure.
All right. I got you.
Brochure. Nah, for real, for me, man, it was just learning how to grow this year. You know, like just even learning how to like do basic plant shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna put my mind on, you know, learning the intricacies of LEDs, but maybe I should this year. Maybe I need to start evolving, and you know, now I know how to grow a plant. I should probably look into that technology.
That's kind of what I did, man. I started out with metal halides and HPSs, and then like LEDs started becoming cheaper and more viable, so I started fucking around with them. And you know, I've been getting great results with them for 3 years now, and finally got really efficient LEDs going. And yeah, I've been slaying it every harvest, which is every weekend. So.
Photon, would you say the LEDs got cheaper or the quality of the LEDs got better for the dollar?
Both.
Gotcha.
Like as time goes on, you know, electronics get cheaper, and you know, they get better too. You can definitely still get bad diodes out there. You know, you can use, actually a year ago I was using 10-watt cobs that were like 70 lumens per watt, and I still actually have 2 of those running upstairs in the flower tent, and I just have to put them really close to the plants, but they grow some great fucking weed. But then these new diodes that we're using are, you know, almost 200 lumens a watt, so that's, you know, almost 3 times as much light coming out of these things as, you know, LEDs that I bought 2 years ago.
Wow.
So is an LED, here's a basic question, is an LED that's like 300 watts, is it going to get the penetration that, you know, like a 600 watt HPS would get, or a 630 CMH? Like if something's low wattage, even if it's LED, like, you know, is penetration a worry?
It's a penetration worry. So with distributed light sources like I've got here with these boards, these actually penetrate pretty far, even though they don't have lenses, because you get so much cross light going through the canopy. But like with cobs, usually you got like a 90-degree reflector on there, and those penetrate pretty damn far. I would say definitely very close to a HPS or a metal halide, and yeah, and a CMH. I was actually just at my buddy's house who's running 1,000-watt metal halides, so I got to take a little bit of data real quick. And at 2 feet, his 1,000-watt metal halides were running at 400 ppfd. each. So if you look at the info I posted last night, that's probably pretty close, but I used 640 watts versus 1,000 watts.
Yo, so you guys want to go over a scenario real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hypothetically, well, Lucky, this is kind of actually your situation right now, because you don't have central air. You have what, portable or window unit?
I got this like shitty ass splitter that barely works.
Okay. So if you guys had a basement that had, in a house that had no central air, what would you guys do?
No central air. Well,
you wanted to run, like, I'm thinking about running fucking probably 4 MH.
What would I do?
So not too big, yeah. In the summertime, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends how the basement is, right? Like, are there exhaust ports, or like is there a way to get through a wall or the floor to potentially put in like a dual hose unit, or I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. You could make like the mounting bracket. There's windows in the basement, like those fucking little ones. And you can make like a little mounting bracket fucking out of a piece of plywood or some shit like that. So that's definitely something I thought about. So yeah.
Then I would probably do something like that. I'd probably just get like a dual hose portable unit, or try to build a box for a window unit and put it out of one of those little windows. And obviously light proof it or whatever if you need to.
How do you build a box for a small basement window? What do you mean?
I don't know. It would be hard, but you would just have to measure the window and essentially, I don't know, you build a box that has basically some sort of port that extends to the window. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I found a mini split on Amazon that's got really fucking good reviews for $900 for a 18,000 BTU.
Oh, a mini split? Yeah. That'd be tight.
How much
too.
is 900? You said?
Yeah, 900.
That's not bad. How much? 18,000 BTU?
Yep, 18K. Yep.
I'm just running hot.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like it would work if you're only doing like the 4 600 watt CMHs.
Cause like a dual hose, however you say it, a higher or a hair or whatever, like them fuckers, them real nice ones, them dual hose hires, them bitches are like 600 right now, bro.
Yeah, you might as well spend the extra few, right, and get a mini split if you can.
And get a fucking mini split, right? And you can take the mini split with you wherever you go.
Yeah.
You just drill a hole and mount that motherfucker.
For that light.
You said what, bro?
What up, Blunthumb?
That's definitely going for the lights.
Hold up, one more time, brother.
I said that's definitely enough coolant for those lights.
Okay, word.
What up, Blunt?
What's good, bro?
Chilling, still coming out my nap a little bit.
You must have been dazed and confused.
Yeah, fucking edible put me down before. Fucking.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, fell asleep on the couch.
Not the edible. The edible did him dirty.
Yeah, where's DC Pharma then? Missed the motherfucker.
DC Pharma, he's been around, just low key, just
Why don't you kick it with DC, bro? Lucky.
Me? I don't know. I don't get out much. Lucky stays to himself most of the time.
You guys gotta throw a crew sesh, bro.
We should. That'd be interesting.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the chat, man, for coming and fucking with us tonight. Make sure you guys stay tuned for next week for that Cosa Seed Jackson Freeman from EasyXY Plant Testing Laboratories for that giveaway next week. Make sure you guys tune in next week for that. Heard something about photons coming up with a giveaway, so make sure you look out for that. And also my giveaway for Thug Pug Genetics Bubblegum Breath tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that video on my channel. So we got a lot of giveaways trying to give back to you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you guys haven't noticed, we're trying to give back, and you know, not just with talk and information and knowledge, but you know, trying to put things in you guys' hands that you know, everybody can appreciate. Because we appreciate you guys for supporting us, for sure.
And we'll keep searching other shit to that other, you know, people think are interesting, if shit that we can give away. I mean, we'll always be on the lookout.
Yo, I'm ready to do a giveaway. Who wants to wrestle? No, I'm just kidding. The winner gets a wrestling match with Purple.
I got a sneak peek on a giveaway. Fucking I got a fucking, I think, what is it, 100 gallon per day or a 200 gallon per day? It's a fucking brand new reverse osmosis filter.
What?
Bro, I'm gonna do a fucking huge giveaway on my 5K giveaway. We're only 2,000 subs away from 5,000. So I'm already buying shit now to fucking give away on my 5,000 sub giveaway. So I got a fucking RO filter right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get a light to go with that motherfucker. And
I'm sure a lot of people would like an RO filter.
You feel me? The whole grow set, like a tent, a light, a RO filter, some genetics,
yeah,
a little fucking Amazon gift card to fucking buy some shit, a little pH pen, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? 5K giveaway coming soon.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like free shit.
Me too. I like giving away shit to people. Fucking, yeah. The other day I was driving around one of these little towns in fucking Michigan and shit, and I stopped at the dispensary and shit just to see, you know, what was going on over there, and it was this lady sitting outside, and I was rolling a blunt in my car and shit, and she looked at me, she was like, "You got some weed?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So fucking, she wanted to buy some weed, but I had ended up just giving her like a fucking, like I had an eighth on me, and I rolled a blunt out of it and then gave her the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? And she was so fucking happy. Like, that shit kind of made my day a little bit because of how happy she was. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. That's
you know how you give weed to people and they just act like it's just like regular, like everybody gives them weed, they get free weed all day. You know what I'm saying? You ever gave weed to people like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, just thanks, bro. Thanks, bro." You know what I'm saying? But nah, she was like really fucking geeked and stoked. I was like, "Hell yeah, that's what's up."
Well, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I'm people give me weed and I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Damn, perp.
Good, perp's like
spoiled ass motherfucker.
Good try, guys.
Like, I'm not smoking that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad now. My homie gave me some weed the other day. Actually, we were on the mountain and he gave me some weed and I kind of acted like
fucking snob.
I was like joking with him. I was all nice upper mids, bro.
Fucking the snobbery in here is killing me.
No. Blunsky, what's going down in your garden, brother? Give us a little update. What's happening over there?
Who's that?
Blunsky.
Yeah.
Blunt's actually a robot.
Blunt's in that coma today.
Trying to wake his ass up.
Yo, Monster, here's a topic for you.
What's
so
good?
Ocean Grown raised their price to 120, which I think is fine. But like, I'm curious as to like what people think is the standard price for like a decent pack of seeds. Like, what do you think is like the
Bro,
I'm
gonna just tell you something right now. I know a guy who I was interested in some of his strains. He's making his very first drop ever. He came out the gate at $125 a pack of seeds. I don't know the guy at all. And when he fucking told me that, like, I dropped, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, who the fuck are you to be charging that much? But what I'm realizing, bro, is that the seed game is evolving. It's not what it was even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And right now,
shit's crazy.
Right now it's crazy, bro. And the fucking going rate is around 125, anywhere between 125 to $200 a pack of seeds. Some are even more. Like Bay Exclusives Genetics, they're fucking what, $250 or $225 a pack. You know what I'm saying? And I think they just start making 10 packs. They were 7 packs before, and they were $225 or some shit like that, bro. So
I'm glad I got my Obies before the fucking shit went up to 120.
I think 100, was just a really compassionate price.
I'm all like, that's cool. You know, they deserve.
Yo, if that's the case, I need to set my prices up.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Ocean Grown, I think they deserve it. You know, homie puts in a lot of work, or they all put in work, and they show their shit on social media. You know, they have a large following.
They're super credible.
It was a little surprising to me. I was like, damn. I was like, 20%. Shit went up 20%. I was like, oh
Right.
damn, I wish I would have bought some before.
Right.
I would think their clientele would be okay with it just because they are so credible.
Yeah, you know, it's not like ridiculous. It's not like double. So. You know.
Nah.
And you got to understand too, like, bro, like there's about to be a lot of big shit happening like in the next 2 to 3 years for Ocean Grown specifically. So anybody who's spending that $120 on that pack of seeds, you guys are really about to see fucking Ocean Grown put that extra little bit of money to use and really try to bring you know what I'm saying? Like step the game up. I already know like they're about to step their game up to a whole nother fucking level, bro. So
you can see it. You can see it. They're definitely doing it.
Right. So like you know, like Lucky said, their supporters are not going to be mad, you know, because they know that extra 20 is they need that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna right.
Yeah, my bad. Photon.
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Damn.
What are you smoking?
Better hold on to those thoughts.
Are you smoking the platinum?
Upper mids, bro. I actually am smoking a blunt though.
Is it platinum upper mids?
Upper mids.
I'm smoking some upper mids Bubba.
I'm gonna name a strain upper mid.
When's somebody gonna come? You know how they got the whole platinum line, like platinum Bubba, platinum OG, platinum cookies, platinum, all this shit. When are they gonna come out with the diamond series, like diamond cookies, diamond OG? You know what I'm saying? Diamond Kush.
We need to come up with an upper mid series.
That could correlate with the diamond series. It's like upper mids.
Upper mids diamonds.
The diamond series, though, you're onto some shit, though. There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't nobody better steal my fucking idea. If I see anybody coming out with that shit, we're gonna fight.
I'm gonna start working on that now.
Everybody better steal my fucking idea. Remember this day. What's today? Fucking June 16th.
Yep.
Yeah. Trichome Chasers said it first. If you're in the chat right now, you're about to be a part of history.
Also upper mids. We said upper mids first.
Yeah, those upper mids.
Upper mids, boy.
Followed closely by Tricky D Labs, but I don't give anybody else permission to use upper mids.
Oh, dude, we're about to do an upper mids collabo, dog. We're gonna come out hard.
Dude, I'm coming out with upper mids apparel.
You dig? Hell yeah.
Upper mids playboys.
I'm more than halfway serious.
Yeah, real shit. Emerald Cup. You will see upper mids apparel.
Yeah. And an Hempfest.
And Hempfest.
Yo, we need to do the upper mids T-shirts in the same fonts as the cookies, you know, and just have it say upper mids.
That'd be sick, bro. I like that.
I like the lower
like-
top shelves. Sir Sparks a lot in the chat. Just said lower top shelf.
Lower
Like that.
Oh, that's pretty good, Mr. Sparks a lot.
Some lower top shelf shit. Yeah.
If we make shirts, Sparks a lot, we'll send you one.
Mr. Sparks a lot on that fucking thinking shit. That's what's up.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all the real track on the chasers, man. Real shit, man.
Titanium Kush. Look at this guy. He's coming out with these fucking names.
Titanium. Damn.
Emoji.
Bro.
Yo, Cosa. I'm sorry. Cosa, did you get the samples from Jackson?
Have I got any samples from Jackson? No, I have not.
Okay, because I think he's sending you the samples for the giveaway. That's random thought. Sorry.
Landon Air Genetics just said the.
Oh, he didn't ask me for an address or anything else. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Double platinum banner. Damn, our chat's going off right now.
Yo, when we start naming strains, we're gonna fucking holler at you guys in the chat to get nothing. No strains will be named without the chat's approval.
Except for my shit. No, just kidding.
First, like, fuck the chat. Nah, I'm just playing.
You know how I am. I'm a contrarian.
The contrary, I think I'll take that task on my own.
That's why me and Plant Builder vibe so much. Because we're just little shit talkers.
And fucking,
I can't even troll Subcool no more. He blocked me. Fucking, it's fucked up.
What'd you do, Lucky?
I don't know. I was probably came home drunk one night. And he was. He's an easy target. Just kidding.
You're cutting out a little bit, Monster, I think. Are you there?
yo.
All right, there you go. You're good now.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Yeah. None. You said fucking so cool blocked you and shit. You're part of the block gang now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
It's
block
all right.
gang, dog.
Yeah. That's all right. There's way too many live streams on the fucking internet right now. I don't need to watch that pool.
Lucky, man. He gets lit, bro. He gets all lit and gets on those upper mids. He gets on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I seen you drinking earlier, pre-gaming, bro. What were you drinking? It looked like you're drinking a nice beer for once.
Narragansett. It's fucking Massachusetts beer.
What was it? What type of beer?
It's called Narragansett. It's fucking just cheap. It's like a cheap beer, but it's like I think it's a brewery up in Massachusetts. I'm pretty sure.
Was it? It looked like a dark beer.
Oh, that one? I think I had a lot of different beers. The dark one was it was like a rye. I think it was like a rye beer.
How many people we still got in the chat? How many people still rocking with us, dog?
We got 46.
Yeah.
45.
That's
I'm
what's
actually on
44.
They're like,
I'm
peace.
actually on my state's Department of Revenue right now, registering Upper Mids Apparel.
Nice. Fuck yeah, Photon. Dude, you know what's fucked up about fucking doing outdoor shit? Bro,
What's that?
I don't know. I guess it depends where you're at. But man, I'm getting bit the fuck up, bro. Everywhere I go, it's not if it's not mosquitoes, it's like fucking like gnats and shit, bro.
You know what I hate about outdoor? Those fucking birds that get stuck in your socks and shit, dog. I fucking hate that shit. Do you get those out there?
Oh, dude, we get crazy ass shit, dog. We got crazy ass. We call them stickers, bro. We got like all
Stickers.
crazy ass shit, dude. It's fucked up.
I hate that shit. It makes you almost not want to wear socks.
Yeah, in addition to like stickers and like like goat heads and fucking like weird little I don't know what they're called, those little like cattail things. But then you have little cactuses, every now and then you have little barrel cactuses and shit. So you gotta watch where the fuck you're stepping. Or I need to just get some boots. I'm just fucking.
You know the little brown ones that look like fucking torpedoes with thorns on the back end of it. They're like shaped like a torpedo and they're like dry and brown and shit, and they like flare out at the back end.
Stink bugs.
Nah, it's like a sticker.
I don't know. I go inside, so I ain't gotta worry about this shit.
But dog,
I can't think of what they are.
yeah, but I don't know what the fuck they are either. But like, bro, if they get stuck in your skin, they like burrow because they got barbs in it and shit. So they keep going like deeper and deeper in your shit, bro. Like, I'll look at the name up and fucking tell you. But that shit is some real. Like, my dog had fucking got one because they get caught in their hair. You know what I'm saying? And they just chill there in between their feet. And then it just starts working its way in, working a little ass wound, and then it just starts going in and in and in, bro. And then it'll break off inside, and then it's fucked, bro.
Poor pups.
His fucking foot open, bro, to like.
They did what?
Did
They
I
cut
black
his
out
foot.
again? Yeah, I blacked out again. But yeah, they had to cut his foot open and shit and surgically remove it.
Oh.
And through like grasses and shit, like tall grass. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the fucking trippy, bro. Plants will fuck you up, man. If it's not fucking poaceae, it's Agaphalaceae or fucking cactaceae.
Yeah, dog.
Shit'll fuck you up.
Yeah, my dog's got some bad shit going on with his foot right now. I'm gonna take him to the vet tomorrow. Might be what you're talking about, Monster. Who knows? Had like a just growing like ball kind of like on the bottom of his foot, and now it's all like red and open and fucking nasty looking.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Take him in.
What you got there?
I think they're
Lucky?
called hitchhikers, bro. I think they're called hitchhikers for some reason.
Yo, is Oregon Budman in the chat?
But man,
What man? Are you present?
Are those Budman's
Yeah.
strains?
This is Budman. This is Jawa Crawl. The Jawa Shockwave Cross.
Nice. Did you take cuttings?
No, not of these, because I'm gonna run those other beans. These are just little 3-gallon pots too. Pretty cool. I fucking flowered these right away. They're small.
yeah, I mean, shit. If nobody else has any other topics you want to talk about, you guys want to wrap this show up?
Yeah.
call it a done data for tonight.
Oh, sure.
Sounds good.
We had a dope ass show. Learned a lot about plant testing and technology like that. Looking forward to really diving into some more about it. I'm looking forward to getting some hands-on experience, getting some plants tested and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Shout out to Jackson. Shout out to Cosa for the seeds, the blueberries. Sounds fucking delicious. Somebody's gonna be happy.
Yeah, that's what's up. Fuck yeah, man.
Right out of the tests. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
looking forward to testing some shit as well. But yeah, fuck yeah, much love, everyone. And I don't know where Blunthumb is, but we'll send a blessing in the air and smoke one for you guys.
Yeah, man.
Much love to everybody in the chat, man. I really appreciate the support from everybody over the last couple of days. It's been real reaffirming for me.
Hell yeah. Holding it down with the homie Photon.
I do have a